I was scrolling down your history of the movies and television that you've done. Your repertoire is so expansive, and I'm curious to know which role or roles that you played that you most like, most resonates with you.
Yeah, I get asked this from time to time, and each role is different for different reasons. So, like Christmas Vacation, I was very young, but I see all these people, these kids and families, and it's so touching because you can't predict that. I was 15 years old, I didn't know that's a movie that's going to play every year. You know what I mean? It's really special. So very special, and Chevy Chase was very kind to me on that movie. And then Natural Born Killers was amazing for many reasons, because I wanted to carry the torch, sort of a primal fire, particularly for women, because I hadn't seen that in movies. And I really, somehow I scared people a lot, even though this little thing. But that was very important for me because Oliver Stone gave me a lot of creative freedom, so I really developed my instincts. But I could go on and on. They're all special for different reasons. The Other Sister is profoundly special to me. And so when people come up to my table and they're moved by that because they have someone in their family like Carla Tate, it's really, that's moving. There's a lot of heart in that movie. But I could go on and on. Yeah, but thank you for asking.
Great question. Next we have...
Hello, my name is Brandon. I'm actually from Daytona Beach, and my question goes out to Carmen about Baywatch. I was curious what your favorite moments are, and also, I forgot the question I was going to ask.
Let's start with Baywatch.
But yeah, basically, what were your favorite moments with Baywatch, and how were your interactions with David Hasselhoff?
My favorite moments of Baywatch was when I could really do a stunt, because they want us to do all of our own stunts, because people had been complaining about the previous cast, they didn't believe it, and one of our directors is a lifeguard, so he was coming in hard on us. So there's actually a scene where I tandem surfed, and it was really scary, but it was like, I felt so proud that I did that myself. Because literally, like, you just go launch up in the air. I think my dance background helped it, because it was just, okay, here we go. But I was, I don't think people realize that swimming in a pool or swimming in the ocean, unless you're an ocean person, is so different. I mean, you're coming out to do scenes and like open your eyes, but you're coming out of the water and they're burning, and you're trying to look hot at the same time, because it is Baywatch. So you're trying to look hot too, and then I'm like, I don't know how I even got that part, really. And so there's like, throw it away, which is like a weird acting thing, I guess. And I was like, what do you mean throw it away? Like, I'm from MTV. Because I've been working on Singled Out. You don't throw nothing away, and mistakes are cool. Mistakes are punk rock. So then I was like, in this whole thing, like, I love mistakes, but that was, they really took it very seriously. I sometimes would feel like I want to trip and fall, like, because this is funny. Slow-mo running was like, so funny to me. But, I obviously wanted to try to look hot, so yeah. I did do some of the stunts, and I didn't, kind of claustrophobic as far as like, you're gonna get the bends and scuba diving, that I'm afraid of, but everything else, we're diving off of boats, in a row, throwing the rescue can, and I'll tell you what, like, I have so much respect for David, because was his show, right? And the cast that did it for so long, because it was hard, it was tough. It was like working out every day too. And then, back then, it was a time era of like bodies and I would always get in trouble, like that I was too heavy. But when I look back, I'm like, yo, my body looked good, okay? And so we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore. But there was that time in the 90s, it's still in the 2000s as well, I think. As far as like things I would do, it was very judgmental. But, you know, I was used to that from ballet training, I guess. You'd be a stick. I couldn't really ever be a stick after 12, but so now we just love our bodies, I guess, right? Whatever our bodies are. Unless, I guess if you're like playing this role though, would it be fun? Like the way that you're an actress, you're like, I'm getting into this.
Like in the thicket, I have scars and all this stuff. But even that, you want it to look real and believable. Okay, so
Our next question comes from.
Hey ladies, I'm Rachel from Phoenix, Arizona, where it's really, really hot. My question's for Brittany, actually. I watch you on Dawson's Creek. I love Dawson's Creek. I watch it all the time still. Eve, how was it playing Eve? She was so seductive, so mysterious. How was it for you to play that role? And also, do you still stay in contact with the cast of Dawson's Creek?
It was really fun playing that character because it's just fun to play a bad girl. And I knew that Dawson's Creek was a really popular show, but I hadn't really seen, maybe I saw half an episode before I got the part, which I think actually helped me because I probably would have gone into the audition really nervous. But I think one of the first scenes I shot was me going down on Dawson in that boat crashing. And I'm like, literally just met him, and I'm like, now we gotta pretend like this happened. So that was like a little awkward. But it was fun. It was awesome, actually. And I don't stay in contact with the cast, but if I see them at an event, we're so happy to see each other.
One of the cast members actually lives in the same neighborhood as me. And she's like part of my little mom girl group.
Oh, nice.
What's her name again?
I don't know the character on the show. Her name's Meredith.
Meredith. She's blonde.
Oh, Andy.
Andy, yeah, Andy.
She literally lives in my neighborhood.
Thank you for that
Thank you,
question.
guys.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have.
Oh, hi again. Hi.
Cynthia. My question is actually I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and my question is actually for all four of you. Just out of curiosity, what is a profession you always wanted to portray on screen but haven't had the opportunity to do that?
Yes, on screen. Is there any type of profession that you have dreamt about doing as a role? Like, have you ever played a doctor, or would you love to play a doctor if you haven't?
I mean, personally, I don't act anymore, so I don't think I have one that I'm.
Okay. Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to play, like, do you guys watch Couples Therapy? I love Orna so much. I love the therapist on that. It's like, you know, it's not a scripted show, it's more of a reality show. But I think it'd be fun to play a therapist. I think in real life, I'd like to be a therapist. I think that'd be really cool. So I felt like
She would be an amazing therapist.
because I'm not that, I think I would like to do it as a role.
For me, I think it's what I would do not on screen. I would be a naturopath, which means a healing arts, which is alternative medicine about sort of energy healing and Reiki and nutritional. I could give you advice on like what's good for your nerves, all natural. Magnesium, most women need it. Anyway, don't worry, I'm not a doctor.
So wait, is the question about like before or what? Oh, on screen.
Yeah, on screen.
Yeah, we just kind of changed it.
I don't know what, I grew up in a musical family. My brother played drums and my dad played guitar. I think I said that earlier with Bootsy Collins and he played the guitar till he died. And so I think when I was, it hasn't changed, but when I was younger, I wanted to be like this rad, like drummer, like a rock chick drummer. And so I was really blessed at a point in my life where like